Good afternoon, friends. I want us to look at the idea of focus, basically more to ministers and business people, professionals, leaders. How does focus define your life? You see, focus is the best of virtues. I usually call it a virtue because it is cultivated. And every other virtue or character you develop has one mission: to enhance focus to achieving the purpose for which you're created, the purpose for which you live, in ministry, in business, in profession, in leadership, anything. Whatever you see in your life as success is a product of focus. And then behind focus are very many other aspects of virtue that propel or push focus to produce the result you desire. So the moment you lack focus, the destination, the glory, the mission is done. Now notice this: focus is not just about you, what you can do. Focus also is the working of God from within you and the revelation He gives to put you on course as you journey together in partnership to producing the results. So focus must have to have divine connection, because the devil will never allow any living soul to achieve any form of manifestation which gives him the right to lord it over the devil, to bring the devil back to subjection, that place he does not want to be again, where he was before the fall of Adam. And how did Adam lose it? When he lost focus, he lost dominion. It's so simple. When he lost focus, he lost relevance. When he lost focus, he lost power and glory. Now, when you are therefore doing anything for God, notice this. Number one, you must have what I call strategic planning to maintain your focus base. In strategic planning, it's about designing where you're going to, envisaging the possible challenges, both from within and without. From without, we call that threats. From within, we call it weakness. So you define your weakness as much as you define your strength. You define the opportunities as much as you define the threats. The reason is because between where you are and where you're going to, there are many eventualities. There are many things you cannot envisage, plan for accurately. You can only assume. So in planning, you make provisions how to deal with threats, which you can't tell what it is, and how to improve your weakness and convert it, if not completely, but at least to become strength. So as you journey with God, you must take time to sit down and count the cost. You don't just say, "Oh, I'm called a minister." Have you asked yourself, what does it take to become successful in ministry? What does it take to become successful in business? Don't forget, it is easier to be under someone's employment where you're setting to have a basic salary every month, than to have a business that you run and your life depends on, your family and every other thing you do. It's easier to work under someone, to work in someone's employment. So when you are moving in something that requires that you stand out and you lead, whether in ministry, in business, whether in leadership of any class, you must strategically plan and bring God into the picture, knowing that there is something called sowing time, which is the planning time. And for every sowing, there is the anticipation for reaping. And between the sowing and the reaping, there is what we call the period where the enemy will sow tares. This is where you are called to work on yourself in the planning as you look at threats. The devil is not a friend and will never be a friend. And one of the dangers of manifestation that the devil knows is that every time you come to the place of manifestation, you lord it over him. Like in Revelations chapter 12, you see that he was so determined to stop the birth of the child or to take control over the child when he's born. What is the birth? The manifestation. That period of manifestation is the period where the devil's enthronement is threatened. Now you see how ferociously he attacked the woman when he couldn't get the child. And look at what Jesus said when the apostles came back and said, the devils were subject to us through thy name. He said, I beheld Satan as lightning falling from the point of manifestation. The persons whose place is under threat is the devil. So everything he can do to stop manifestation, oh, he will gladly do it. Can we look at this a little further in the next video? God bless you.